Hello and welcome. I'm Michael Bennett. I want to share with you how I got into internet marketing and online marketing. Some years ago in a different business, I was told you got to have a website, and you've probably been in the same situation. Everybody keeps telling you got to have a website. Come on, move into the 21st century. So kicking and screaming, I decided to do it and started to make some inquiries. And obviously I didn't know anything about website building. And so I asked some friends, I went to business associates, tried to get some recommendations, then obtained a number of quotes in the market, and they came back ranging anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000, which I thought was pretty steep at the time, it still is. And so I decided to go with a company that was quite reputable at the time, I thought, for $3,500 for the deal. But the website ended up costing me $11,480. They must have seen me coming. And then some, because then they said, okay, now you got your website, you have to do SEO. I didn't know what that was. Had to learn that this is the kind of geeky technical background stuff that makes you appear on the front page of Google, preferably on the first 2 or 3 spots. Now, I wasn't going to fork out any more money, and I was really extremely disappointed at how this had worked, and I also would have expected the SEO, as they called it, to start at the beginning. To say I was livid was probably the understatement of the year. I was pretty annoyed. I felt hard done by, and I had a feeling they really exploited the fact that I didn't know anything about internet marketing, how to build websites and all those kind of things. The positive upshot of that was that I decided this will never happen to me again, and so I decided to learn everything about building websites, search engine optimization, social media, video marketing, and so forth myself. And it was a pretty steep learning curve because I'm not 18 anymore. So I felt for most of the time like I was a little bit on a tightrope, and you probably can associate what that feels like when you're dealing with computers every day. But then I started more and more having these kind of little eureka moments. Things were starting to come together nicely. And in the end, I decided to put it all to the test and set up the first website. And I was reasonably pleased with it. It worked. In fact, if you go to the testimonials page and just check out what this lady has to say about the website for the first attempt, I'm pretty happy. And it still seems to be delivering very well for her. I did a lot of things that other website builders told me that's never going to work, but it does. And when you look here at the Google ranking, it's at spot 1, and it has been now for 2 years without any further work. So I'm pretty pleased with, as a novice, what I achieved there. Was it a fluke? No, I've subsequently done this for other clients, and it's been working reasonably well. Now, why did I tell you this long-winded story? Because I know if you're dealing with anyone who comes in with a technical background, talks about the internet, you don't want to get ripped off. Definitely not like me. And you might feel, well, I'm a little bit out of my depth. What am I going to do? Everybody keeps talking about, well, you definitely have to have a website. But if you have that, now is the time to do some Facebook marketing, and you got to get into online video. What about this thing, YouTube? How the hell am I going to be doing that? And then the latest craze, mobile marketing. What the hell's going on there? People browsing the net on their smartphones. Is this just hype, or is this actually really happening right now? Well, I can tell you in 2012, this is where it's all happening. And because I've been there, done that, and I have done the hard yards, and it cost me a lot of money, as you know, I understand very well what it's like to be in that situation. I come from a business background, so you will not get any techno speak from me. I'll talk business to business. I understand what your concerns are. And I also understand that there's nothing more off-putting if somebody talks jargon and comes with a lot of bullshit, pardon my language, and tries to bamboozle you with techno-speak. That's not the way I work. I have to give you a brief word of warning. I don't build pretty websites, but I build websites that work. I'm not a designer, I'm just a web builder. I think a website should simply work, it should bring you customers and repeat business. I also know how to market on Facebook, and that is really important right now, and how to integrate your videos with your campaigns. Mobile integration is the buzzword for 2012, and you'll definitely need to get in on that, because otherwise Google will penalize you, and we should really have a talk about that. Thanks for listening.